Hello student, my name is Ranjita. You already know that. I'm a science faculty. Now, today we are going to start with the second chapter of your science. Today we are going to start to discuss with the second chapter of your science. In the science today we are going to discuss with the chapter of the chemistry. Okay, today we are going to discuss with the chapter of the chemistry. What is this chemistry? Why you are telling that, ma'am? You are telling that in the science you are telling you are taking the chemistry. Okay, if you see the science is divided into, you already maybe you know that, right? Maybe you know that the science is divided into physics, chemistry, and biology. Physics means the branch of science deals with the study of the properties of matter. Okay, if you study only the properties of matters and if you only study the physical properties, the physical nature of the substance is known as the physics. If you see the chemistry in that same, the study of the properties of matter along with the reaction. Okay, you want to study the properties of matter only. Along with that, you want to study the what are the reactions that present in that one. And you know that already the biology. It is also the branch of science deals with the study of living organisms. That's why I'm telling that today I am going to start with the chapter in chemistry. That's why I'm telling that today I am going to start with the chapter in the chemistry. Yeah, you already know that now the chemistry, what is the definition of chemistry. Now, what is the chapter name we are going to start is the acid, bases and salt. What is the chapter we are going to discuss with? We are going to discuss with the chapter acid, base and salt. Okay, this is the chapter name, acid, bases and salt. Okay, now first we will discuss with what are acids and what are bases. First we discuss with the what are acids and then we discuss with what are base. After discussing with the acid and bases, we are going to discuss with the salts. Understood? Acid, bases and next we discuss with the salts. What are these acids? Did you heard anywhere the name the acid? Did you heard that the name of acids anywhere? In general, I'm not telling that you want to know the acid of hydrochloric acid. You know the name of the sulfuric acid. Okay, I'm not going to tell like that. Just the simple. Okay, the simple one, the simple acids. Did you hear anywhere you see the name of the acid? Did you heard anywhere? What are acids? What are acid means if any of the substance which have the sour taste, any substance, any of the substance which have the sour taste, S-O-U-R, sour. If any of the substance which have the sour taste is considered as the acid. Why we want to consider the substance with the sour taste of all the sour taste substance as the acid? If you see in the Latin word, sour means acid. That's why if we want to tell that if any of the substance having the sour taste are considered as the acids. What is the meaning of this sour taste? Did you understand what is sour? If you just take the lemon, and just take some of the pinch of the lemon to your mouth. What is the taste you got? That taste is considered as the sour taste. Therefore, you can ask that, ma'am, if the lemon is an acid, when we are consuming it, it doesn't happen anything to us. Yes, if you see the lemon, yeah, in the lemon you have the citric acid. Okay, in the lemon you have the citric acid. Then you can ask, ma'am, we are consuming the acid, nothing happened to us. No, nothing will happen to you. Why? What the acid that present in the lemon, the citric acid, it is very lowest acid. That means very weakest acid. That doesn't cause any of the harmful effect to you. Okay, that doesn't cause any of the harmful effect to you. Like that, citric acid, just what I given the example as the citric acid. Can you give some of the example for the acids which are having the sour in taste? Can you give some examples? I said one example, right? I discussed with the one example. I said the one example to you. The one example what I said is when in the lemon, the citric acid is there. Due to the presence of the citric acid, the lemon get sour in taste. Can you give such examples further? Okay. So now I am going to give some of the another examples for the acid. If you see the milk, okay, in the milk, which acid is present means lactic acid. What is the acid that present in the milk? In the milk, you have the lactic acid. Due to the presence of the lactic acid only, if the increase in the level of the lactic acid in the milk get converted to the curd. Due to the presence of the lactic acid, lactase. What is the enzyme that present in the milk? It is called as the lactase. And what is the acid that present in the milk? It is called as the lactic acid. Due to the presence of the lactic acid in the milk is get converted to the curd. That is the one acid. I tell the first acid as the citric acid. Second one is lactic acid. Next, we can take the example of the turmeric acid. Turmeric. Okay, in the turmeric. Okay, in the turmeric also, turmeric. Okay, in the turmeric also, the turmeric is an acid. Okay. After the turmeric, yeah, one we discuss with the, which are the acid we discuss? We discuss with the lactic acid. We discuss with the, after lactic acid, we discuss with what? Which acid? Lactic acid. After the lactic acid, turmeric. After that, citric acid. These are the some of the acid we will see in the nature. These are the acid we will see in the nature. If you go for exactly the acids, okay, we are going to see the which are the strongest. These are the weakest acids. Okay, these are the some of the weakest acids. If you want to see the strongest acids, which so many strongest acids are there, like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. These are the some of the strongest acids. Don't ever think that, ma'am, we are going to taste the acid. That's why we given the sour taste. And don't do to taste these acids, strongest acids. Sulfuric acid, nitric acid, hydrochloric acid. Don't taste these acids. They are very strongest acids. They are very strong acids. That's why you don't want to taste it. Then you can ask, ma'am, how we can recognize that these are the acids? By using the indicators. That's why due to the, we can't recognize the strongest acid. We are not recognizing the strongest acid. That's why we are going to using the indicators. That's why we are going to using the indicators to identify which is the acid and which is the base. Okay, then understood now. We want to taste only the weakest acid, not the strongest one. If you taste the strongest acid, that is the end for your life. It is very dangerous. That's why we don't want to taste, or we don't want to take in the hand. The acid we don't want to take into the hand also. Understood? Okay. And another one, the acidic acid, the simple. This is also the one of the weakest acid. Now, what is this acidic acid? Acetic acid is nothing but vinegar. What you are used for your spicy food, right? You are used for the spiciest food. That almost all the Chinese dishes they use the vinegar. Okay, this is also considered as the one of the weakest acid. This is also considered as the one of the weakest acid. Therefore, what is the definition of acid? What is acids? The substances which have the sour taste. The substances which have the sour in taste are known as acids. Now you understand the definition of acids. What are acids? The substances which have the sour in taste are known as acids. After the acids, next we are going to discuss with the bases. What are bases? You know the definition of acid. What are acids? The substances which have the sour in taste. Now we are going to discuss with the bases. What are bases? The substances which have bitter in taste. Bitter, B-E-T-T-E-R, bitter. Okay, the substances which have bitter in taste are known as bases. And also, not only the bitter taste, if you touch the bases, it gives the soapy effect to you. You know, if you just take the some of the detergent to the water and just shake it, then touch that, you get that soapy appearance. If you put your hand to the detergents, it gives the soapy appearance to that your hand get very soft, right? Like that. What is bases? The substances which have the bitter in taste and also feel soapy on touching. If you touch that, you get to get the feeling of soapiness. Okay. Therefore, can you give an example for bases now, which are having the soapy touch? Can you give any of the examples? Hmm. Can you give some of the examples for the bases? You can tell that, ma'am. You only telling that that the soap, the detergent. Okay, the soap what you are using the detergent that will having the soapy in nature. Then we can take the example for the bases as a detergent, right? We can take the example of the bases as a detergent. Yes, of course you can take the example of the detergent to the base. How? How you can take? What is the substance that present in the soap? Sodium carbonate, right? Due to the presence of the sodium carbonate in the washing soda, then only it considered as the base. Other, other than washing soda, you can take the example of baking soda. Baking soda is one of the example for the base. Simply, if you want to tell, you are using toothpaste, right? You are using so many toothpastes. All the toothpastes are considered as the bases only. Okay, we are using the bases. Why we want to use the bases for brushing our teeth? Yeah, we will discuss that concept in the neutralization reaction. Okay, in the neutralization reaction, we are going to discuss that concept. Why we are going to use the paste? That means all the paste we are using as a toothpaste. Okay, that concept we will discuss. First of all, what are the two concepts you want to know today? What are the two important definitions? One is the acids. What are acids? The substance which have sour in taste. The substance which have sour in taste are known as acids. What are bases? The substance which have bitter in taste. The substances which have the bitter in taste are known as, or also have the soapy to touch. The substances, that means they have the, what are the bases? The bases are the substance which have the bitter in taste and also have feeling of soapy to touch. If you touch it, you get the soapy in nature. These are the two important definition of the acids and bases. After studying the definition of the acid and bases, I said that every acids and every bases are can't be tasted. right? Every acid and every bases can't be tasted. That's why we are going to use the indicator. I said before only. We are going to use some indicators. What are these indicators? What is the definition of indicators? Why we are going to use indicators? You already know that why we are going to use the indicator. Why we are going to use the indicator? To know if the substance is an acid or if the substance is the base. To check that if the substance is an acid or the substance is a base, we are going to use the indicators. Therefore, what are indicators? What is the definition of indicators? If you see what is the definition of indicators means, indicators are the substance which changes the color. It is the substance which are going to add when it changes the color when added to the solution. If you add that indicator, consider that if you are going to add the indicator to the acid, it gives the separate color. If that same indicator, if it is added to the base, it gives the same different color. Understood? If you add that indicator to the acid, it gives the different color. If the same indicator, if it is added to the base, it gives the different color. Therefore, what are indicators? The substance which are going to add to the solution, the color of the substance changes when it is added to the acid, and also the color of the substance changes when it is added to the base. Understood? What are indicators? Okay, if you see the indicators, there are so many types of indicators. One is natural indicators and another one is the synthetic indicators. There are two types of indicators. First, if you know the definition of indicator, what are indicators? The substance which change the color when added to the solution. When the substance changes the color when added to the solutions are known as the indicators. In the indicators, we are going to discuss with the natural indicator and also the synthetic indicator. What is this natural indicator? What are these natural indicators means? The indicators which obtained from the nature. The indicators which are obtained from the nature are known as the natural indicators. What are natural indicators? The indicators which are obtained from the nature are known as the natural indicators. In natural indicators, today we are going to discuss with the three concepts. One is of the litmus paper, and another one is the turmeric, and the next one is the China rose. Okay, that rose, China rose is nothing but the rose. We will discuss with that litmus paper, we discuss with the turmeric, and we will discuss with the China rose. First, we will discuss with that litmus paper. What is this litmus paper? How we consider the litmus paper as an indicator means, if you see that the litmus paper is obtained from or it is extracted from the plant name called as lichen. Lichens. Lichens. Okay. Lichens is the name of the plant which we are going to extract the litmus paper. I will going to show you. Okay, I will show you the litmus paper. If you see this one is considered as the pH paper. Okay, this one is considered as the pH paper. This is shows that like this only the litmus paper will be there. Okay, by this only the litmus paper will be there, like this only. This is the pH paper. That means it indicates that this is also considered as the litmus paper, in which we are going to see that either it is an acidic or it is an basic. By using this, now we are going to conduct some of the experiment to know that how the bases are there and how the acids are there. And by using this paper, how we are going to find that the substance is an acid or the substance is a base means, see, if you see the number here, there is some colors are there and some numbers are there. If you see it properly, you can see that. Okay. Some numbers is there. If you see for the first number, if you see the first number, it is in the pink in color from 1st to 3. For first three, it giving little bit pink only. After 3, it is orange, little orange. After 5, it is more orange. After it is little bit green. And the 7, it is completely green. What it indicates means, after that in the 8, dark green, more dark, and finally it turns to the purple in color. How we are going to recognize by seeing this color by using the pH paper? This is also the one of the natural indicator. How we are going to see this one means, if the color, if you're going to check this one, if the color will come from 1 to 7, okay, from 1 to 7, if any of the colors, any of this color come from the 1 to 7, then these are considered as the acids. If you put this paper, to the any of the solution, if the color come between 1 to 7, then these are considered as the acids. Okay, after that, if the color will come from here 8 to the 14, if any of the colors will come from this 8 to the 14, then these are considered as the bases. From 1 to 7, from the 1 to 7 color, if it is came, it is considered as the acid. If it is come more than 8 to 14, 1 to 7, it is considered as the acid. From 7 to 14, it is considered as the bases. From 7 to 14, it is considered as the bases. From 1 to 7, it is considered as the acid. So this is the one thing. By using this one, we are going to check it is the acid or bases. Okay, and the next one is turmeric. Ma'am, turmeric, it is also the one of the natural indicator. How we are going to find this one? We will check one by one. Okay, first I am taking this. If you see this, I am just pick some of the paper. Okay, some of the paper to this. Okay, I just take the some of the paper. First, we will check it for the acid. I am taking for the acid. I am taking the citric acid. That is your lemon. Okay, I am taking the lemon juice. Yeah, I am taking the lemon juice here. For this lemon juice, I am checking the pH. That means, is this lemon juice is an acid or a base? Shall we check it? Shall we check it and see? Okay. Okay. If you see that, I just take, what is the color I taken? I taken the orange color, right? I am just put that orange color strip to the citric acid. That is your lemon. What is the color of the paper changed? You change it to pink, right? See, I am taking, you only see here. I am taking the paper of this color. Okay, I am taking the paper of this color. I just put that paper to the citric acid. That means your to a lemon juice. What is the color it changed? It changed to pink in color, right? Therefore, I said that, see, in this pH paper, the pink will come in the first section. If you see this one, the pink will come in the first section. Therefore, it indicates that the citric acid, what you are taken, that citric acid, citric solution, that is an acid. Then you confirm that, how we are going to conduct that. If you I just put the pH paper to the citric acid, that means lemon juice, you just tell as the lemon juice only. I am just taking this pH paper to the citrus juice, that is lemon juice. That lemon juice convert the paper, the orange color paper, to the pink in color. Therefore, this indicates that the lemon juice is an what? This indicates what? This indicates that lemon juice is an acid. It indicates that it has a little bit acidic in nature. Acid means don't tell that, ma'am, it is so acid, we don't drink that lemon. It is the weakest acid. Understood? Okay, now I am conducting the same experiment. That means, by taking this pH paper, now I am going to dip this pH paper in the washing soda. Okay, or washing soda or any baking soda, anything you can take. Okay, I just take Okay, I'm taking the baking soda. What you are used for in your home, you are used for cooking the bondas, bhajis, and for making the cake, right? We are going to use this one. I'm just taking the baking powder, and now I am going to dip this same pH paper. I'm just dipping the pH paper to the solution. Okay, just a minute. More concentration is there. That's why it's not coming. Okay, please sometime and see it. It gives the little bit greenish color. If you see this one, it gives the little bit greenish color. Okay, first I am taking what? I am taking the pH paper and I am dipped that solution into the lemon juice. Now I am taking the same pH paper, then I am dipping to the baking soda. It changed little bit greenish color. If you see this one, it changes into the little bit greenish. This indicates that the what you are using the baking soda is an example for the bases. Another one we will see the another one base. We are taking the washing powder, taking the solution of the washing powder. Just see the check the pH of that one. Okay, I am taking for this washing soda. If you completely you can see that. See how the color changed, right? The color is changed. First, the color is changed to pink. Therefore, it indicates that it is acidic in nature. If you see this one now, it's exactly changed to green. Therefore, that indicates that your baking, that means washing powder, is a base. Did you understood? The basing powder is a base. Did you have fun with this experiment? Okay. One more time, I just conclude that one. By using the pH paper, this is also the one of the. I said that in the acidic solution, this one turns to the red color. You only see that when we put this paper to the citric juice, that lemon juice. If you just put this to the lemon juice, it turns into the red color. Again, if I put the same thing, the same paper, if I put into the base, that is your washing soda. If I put this paper to the washing soda, it turns into blue, or you can tell it as green in color. Okay, this indicates this is the first experiment. Did you hope you enjoy the experiment, right? Next, we are going with the turmeric. Okay, turmeric is also called as the one of the indicator. Turmeric is also called as the one of the natural indicator. Why I am not written anything on the board? Why what is the color changed when it is acidic or when it is basic mix? Now we only going to see the experiment and we will write the answer for that. Understood? Okay. Now I just taking the some of the turmeric to the water. Just taking this turmeric in the water. If you see this one, just prepare the turmeric solution. Okay. This is the turmeric solution. I just make the turmeric solution. Okay. First, I take this turmeric solution into the one of the test tube. I'm taking this turmeric solution in the one of the test tube. Okay. You just see that I'm just taking the turmeric solution in the one of the test tube. Now, what is present in this test tube? What is present in this test tube? In this test tube, you have turmeric solution. For this turmeric solution, now I am going to add some lemon juice. For this turmeric solution, now I am going to add some lemon juice. Now you want to take the lemon little bit strong lemon. Okay. If you see that the color, yeah, it is little bit light. Yeah, it become red, little bit red. The color of the turmeric, yeah, the little bit. If you see here in the inside, you will get it. That red color spots is formed due to the addition of the acid. Therefore, what happens when you add the acid, some of any of the acid to the turmeric, it turns into the red in color. Okay. So the same thing for the same experiment. Now I am taking the turmeric, same the turmeric solution only I am taking. Okay, little bit I am taking. For this turmeric solution, if I add this washing, okay, okay, listen here first. Yeah, okay, listen. What is the color of the turmeric solution we taken? We taken in yellow in color, right? But it converted into the red. Okay, the first one, what I said, I forgotten to tell into the base, but I will said into the acid. Just make the correct of that. When you add any of the acid to the turmeric solution, nothing will happen. That means no changes. No changes will take place. When you are going to see this one in the acidic, no color changes takes place. Okay, no any of the color is changed. But if you see here, when you just adding some of the base to it, I just add the washing soda, right? I just add the washing soda to it. Again, how the color is changed? Therefore, for the basic, the color is changed to red. That's why I didn't put any of the things to that. I didn't write anything. Now you understood. If you want to put acid to the turmeric, no color will changes. It remains as it is. But if you add base, if you add base to the turmeric solution, it changes its colors to the red. You only see this color. How exactly? If you see the turmeric first color, the turmeric is this color, right? For this turmeric, I just add little bit of the base. How it is changed. Okay, this is the example to explain the turmeric action. How the turmeric are reacted. Okay, how the turmeric are reacted. Next thing we are going to take with the China rose. That means your rose petals. Okay, I crushed some rose petals. I don't think it get it proper color. It should be in the dark. It should be in the color pink color, but it is not come properly. We will see it. If it is come, it's good. Otherwise, you want to know it. What is the color changed? Okay, just taking some rose petals in that. Yeah. Okay. Some of the waters of the rose petal I taken. First, I am checking for the washing soda. Okay, what is the color should be? The basic solution. When you add for the China rose, if you add the basic solution, it want to turns into green color. We will check it. See how exactly it changed. I put some of the washing soda. Did you see this? Did you have to see it? It changes into the green in color. Okay, it changes to green color. It changed into the green in color. Did you enjoy this experiment? It changes to green, lightish green color. Okay, the same experiment we will conduct it. We will take again the rose solution. Okay, we are taking this rose solution. Okay, we will wash it and pour it. Again, we are taking some of the rose solution. For this, now I am going to add the acid. That is, I am going to add the citric acid. Okay, the color is changed to pink. See, if you are directly seen, the color will indicate it properly. Okay, if you see this, the color is changed to pink. That is like magenta color. If you see the rose petal color is white solution you get. But if you see this one, it changes to the little bit pink. That's why this indicates that when you are using the China rose, when you are going to use the China rose, that when you are going to use the China rose, the acidic will in the acidic solution, when you add the acid to the China rose, it change into the pink color. Okay, it changes to the pink color. But if the same China rose solution, if it is added by the basic solution, that means washing soda or anything like that, it changes to the green solution. What are the things you understood? What are the indicators we discussed? What are the indicators we discussed with that? We are discussed with the concept of indicators, in which what is indicators? What are indicators? You go through it. One table is there. Okay, I don't going to explain that table. Okay, if you see the table, there are giving the so many indicators with the color changes. First of all, what are indicators? Did you understand what are indicators? The substance which changes the color when it is added to the solution. When some of the substance, if it is added to the solution, it changes its color. That substances are known as indicators. In indicators, we discuss with the natural indicator and synthetic indicators. In the natural indicators, we are going to discuss with the litmus paper, turmeric, and China rose. After studying all these things, now we come to the neutralization reaction. What is this neutralization reaction? What is this neutralization reaction? Why we are going to discuss with this neutralization reaction? First, we will discuss the definition. Okay, we discuss with the definition of the neutralization reaction. What is this neutralization reaction? Means when acid, any of the acid, if it is reacted with the base, any of the acid, if it is reacted with the base, it forms salt and water. This is called as the neutralization reaction. The definition of neutralization reaction. What is the definition of neutralization reaction? The process in which the acid is reacted with the base to forms the salt and water. What is neutralization? When acid react with the base, it forms salt and water. This is known as the neutralization reaction. The best example for the neutralization reaction is when an acid, if you see the acid, that is hydrochloric acid, HCl. When this hydrochloric acid, if it is reacted with the base, that is sodium hydroxide. When the hydrochloric acid HCl, if it is reacted with the sodium hydroxide base, it forms sodium chloride, NaCl. N capital A small, C capital L small. Therefore, it forms NaCl. It forms NaCl plus water is formed. NaCl plus water is formed. This is all about the neutralization reaction. Do you understand the neutralization reaction now? Okay, that's good. And next we are going to discuss with the some other concept of the neutralization reaction, and also we are going to discuss with the another one experiment. You enjoyed that you are going to do some of the experiments, right? In the next class we are going to discuss with the one other experiment. Hope you enjoy this class. I think you understand everything. Okay. Bye students. In the next class we are going to discuss with some other important and interesting experiment.